So I'm going to have a crack. He is, you know. Oh, I say! Brilliant! That is schoolboy's own stuff. Oh, I bet even he can't believe it.
Good morning to you all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're all well. Hope your family's all well. Saturday's here. You're thinking to yourself, why is the video uploaded so early? It's because I've been drafted into work early this morning and probably working all day as well. So I may not be watching the match, but I'm sure driving round, I'll be having it on the radio. So I'll be listening to the match on the radio, guys. Of course, I will. When I get home, I'll have it recorded and I'll be watching it this evening. Let's hope. Let's hope, guys. Honestly, let's hope. There's a good display. There's a good performance to go with what I hope will be a victory. Guys, there isn't a planned video. This is just something I want to have a chat with you guys. You know, I was listening to Ange Postecoglou's press conference yesterday, and it was like, is it me or you guys also finding this winning second year conversation that's been asked back and forth with the media? Is anyone else finding it a little bit like tedious listening to it? It's just like, oh my God, can we move on from that conversation already? It's just so boring. Like, you know, I don't know, I was listening to it yesterday and it was like, you know, it took up a little bit of a, you know, and I was like, Ange, just cut it off. Just cut it off. It's like, there is something about Ange that just doesn't let it go. Like, it just keeps going on and on. I don't know, man. It was just, that was my thing. It was just like, keep the conversation right now, given how things are and how, you know, how we've been in the last few games and the fact that we've only won at home to Everton and narrowly in a cup against Coventry, and hopefully later today, we do get the win against Brentford, hopefully. Given that, you know, there's only been those wins, by the way, the Brentford thing, in yesterday's video, fair play to you. It means that you guys are listening to when I'm talking. I said Brighton. I said Brighton instead of Brentford. Listen, it happens. When you're doing a video, I was full flow. And, you know, Brighton came out of nowhere when it was actually... you guys are right. It is Brentford that we're playing today. I'll try and say it again. Brentford, not Brighton. So, where was I? So, it's so important that you keep the conversation to a minimum. Like, keep it focused. Work. I think what I'm trying to say is work in silence. Work in silence. Hard work, put the graft in, do it in silence. When things are not going great, keep it on the down low. You work in the background, you keep it going. You understand, you keep it, the focus up, the energy up, but you work in silence. No point talking when everyone's coming at you on all angles, and rightly so, because we haven't been playing brilliantly. So, you know, I get that they're coming at you at all angles, but keep it like to the minimum, you know, answer the questions that you're getting asked, you know, rebuke the ones that you don't, you know, just, sometimes less is more, I think is what I'm trying to get at. But today, hopefully, we went through the team yesterday. I'll say it again for those of you who perhaps didn't watch yesterday's video. I think today we'll have Vicario in goal. I think Porro, Van der Ven and Romero will all be back in the starting lineup, along with the Dogi who played on against Coventry. In midfield, and I said, like, it could be Basuma back in if he's ready, but I would personally go with Bentancur again, at least start with him, because we're probably going to lose him for a while longer. So why not allow Basuma a little bit more time to recover, so we don't lose him in Bentancur's eventual absence. Kulusevski, for me, has to start. I think he's been a breath of fresh air in that middle of the park. I've liked his energy. I've liked his energy there. And It's not his energy, it's quality as well. So just, for me, that last bit, I say it again, he just needs to add the goals to his name. I think he's a good enough player to be getting himself a few goals from that position. Madders perhaps might start there. It might even be Sarr. It depends how Ange wants to interpret this game. Knowing him, I probably would stick with Maddison, but don't be surprised if Sarr is in there. And then, of course, the front three, for me, is going to be also the choices that we have, given that Werner and Odegaard are out, or certainly won't be starting today. It's likely to be Solanke in the middle with Son on the left and Johnson on the right. Mikey Moore should hopefully be making a bench to give us another additional option up front. That's the 11 that starts. But for me, I think we have it in us. We have more than in us to go and beat Brentford at home. Of course, they're no mugs. They are no mugs. Brentford could hurt if you give them enough spaces. And that's the part that we need to be careful. But also at home, again, these sort of games at home in front of our own crowd, man, we should be putting them to bed. But do you know what? Beyond all that, after that is all said and done, I just want to see I'm not going to see a good performance because I'll be listening to it on the radio, but I want to hear about it and then I want to see it later on tonight. I want to see, I want to hear, you know what? That was a good win and that was a really good performance. I want to see a good performance as a team and the way we play. And even with the players that we have, there's enough about us to be putting teams like Brentford at home to bed. Honestly, I do believe that. But I am nervous. I am a little bit nervy. I'm always nervy at the moment with Spurs whenever we play, even with teams that I think we should be putting to bed. I was nervous against Coventry the other night when I read the team. I'm a little bit nervy. I'm not nervous, but probably a bit apprehensive. When will the time come where we can watch Spurs game, where we're going confidently, not arrogant, but confidently, knowing, you know what, we've put these guys to bed early, and now we can sit back and enjoy the rest of the match. I look forward to that day. Your thoughts, guys. Let me know your sensations. Let me know your feelings going into this game. Your thoughts. Put them all in the comments below. It is Brentford we're playing today, not Brighton. Your comments, guys, in the comments below. Like, comment and subscribe to the channel. And as always, forever always, come on you Spurs.
The first game we look for, Robbie. Tottenham away.